Hey everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of our Tunic playthrough. Last time we went and got ourselves a sword from the East Forest, took on a guard captain and rung the East Bell. So this time we're going to pick up where we left off and start making our way towards the West Bell, starting with the old house. So if we go back to the map, we can see old house is right here in the middle, just across the bridge. So let's go check it out. And we can actually access it because we can chop through things, which is nice. So we'll ignore that enemy and we'll notice that there is a locked door there. So now we'll just start clearing the area. Another page in the middle there that we hope will give us a little bit of insight. That was very close. Those all important invincibility frames. Now let's see what this page gives us. Bit more information on blocking, and finally a few bits of information about the items we've picked up. So far we've come across the sword and the stick, not the shield yet. It does say Rudling, but I don't think we know what that is yet. These are all types of bomb that we've come across, so that's confirmation this top one is sort of a icy bomb. That's just an explosive, and that is fire. We also have some information on keys, fruits, hot peppers and ivy, and you can see those fruits are to do with HP and MP. The hot pepper and ivy are to do with attack and SP. Then we have an effigy, which we still don't really know what it is, a lure, and some golden coins. Then we have a little hint at the bottom here. They say if you throw enough bombs, you'll get a prize, so don't be afraid to use them. We'll sort of cover that as we go. We also have some magic items that we don't have yet, and the magic potion. And yeah, then we have this thing. You may remember we came across one of those particular items last time. And there's a little bit of information in there, a lot of runes, but nothing we can really tell. The golden coins, I guess page 20, once we find it, will be very useful, but we don't have it yet. But anyway, let's have a little look back in our inventory. Wrong button. So we've got ice bombs, fire bombs, regular ones, some presumably health little potion sort of thing, or like a temporary healing, a coin, and a couple of those what were they called, effigies. I'm gonna hold on to those for now, and we're just gonna continue on our merry way. So that was another interesting case of a monster taking out not an ally, but a different type of monster. There's another little area just up here that I've not been to. And again, holding the left trigger, we can see there's a sneaky little chest there. A couple more sticks of dynamite. We also have another piece of a potion. So let's have a little look at our map, see if there's anything. So we're just gonna sort of keep exploring around for now. We've cleared out all the enemies here, and we're just gonna head down. And we've got a shielded enemy here. Give ourselves a little drink, head back inside here. And we've got a little back room with a few chests in it. So another weird item that's new to us. Some coins or currency or whatever, and some more dynamite. it really does want you to throw some of that dynamite. Yeah, if we, again, wrong button. If we go back into our inventory, we can see that new item is another one of these question marks. But anyway, we'll just continue on. See if we can sneak up on this one, get a few hits in. Simple enough. Now, before we engage that one, if you look down there, you can see there's a key on the ground, which we're obviously going to want to go and grab because, well, we need a key. First, we've got to clear out some other enemies though. And I think, where are we? Maybe. I think this could be a little secret thing. Yeah, you can see our fox head looking through the wall there. They are generally marked by 3 flowers on the ground. So there we have a sneaky little doorway. Funnily enough, just giving us some more dynamite. We can also unlock this path that leads us back through to a place we were earlier, over by this, by the well, and back through to the old house. We'll just continue on down. There is a little enemy thing in here, this turret. We're not wonderfully equipped to deal with it though. Fortunately, if you get close, you can sort of just cycle around it. That will explode. And we've got another little chest here. So that's our first card that we found. If we, nope, not that button, but you can see looks an awful lot like that thing we just came across there. If we sort of play around in the inventory, we can see that that is something there. I cannot remember what that one does, so didn't mean to do that. So we're just going to ignore it for now. Because after all, we wouldn't know what it does without some experimentation. Which we could do, but we're just going to try to deal with that guy. Another chest. Yeah, we could experiment with that card, and maybe we will in a little bit. And that is a third effigy. Then something we can't really get across. So now, this chap isn't going to be very friendly, but fortunately, we've got a lot of dynamite. So we can make him drop his shield, and because we don't want to risk ourselves too much, just blow him up. And there he goes, and here is our key. Can't remember if there's something hidden back here. Yep, looks like it. So that looks to be yet another consumable. I think that's our ivy that we've come across here. We'll head back out, and now we've got the key, we're going to head back up to that door. And there we have it. Let's see what we've got inside. Super useful. Fortunately, that's not the only thing in here. We've also come across a lovely shield, which we can block with the right trigger. Let's see what we've got out this way. Another door we don't know how to open, but another path out. And we're back in the open, and if we check our map, you can see we're just here. So one of the great things about this game, there are many of them, but you'll find that waterfalls do actually have things hidden behind them. So as you can see there, that was just a nice little path that leads us back behind the waterfall and onto this next area. It means that in the future when we want to come through here, we can just skip out going through the old house and through those sort of ruins. Going to have a rest, seeing as we don't have any potions. So yeah, that shortcut is one of many in the game, but we obviously will only take them as we discover them. We're just going to have a little look. We can see all of the enemies have respawned, but there is a little telescope here. Doesn't really show much, but anyway, we will continue onwards. Just a note that there are plenty of things I'm going to skip over as we're sort of casually playing through, but we'll end up coming back to them eventually at the right time. For now, we're just going to continue on in the direction we're told to. So we've been to the old house, and the next thing on our list is the well. So we're hoping we can sort of weave round here and across to it. And yeah, just to confirm, we've got the old house, flooded well, dark tomb, west garden. So flooded tomb is flooded well is the next one. And we are going to head that way. Some very weird enemies, fortunately pretty useless. Also just worth noting, wrong button again, we did pick up another one of these confusing items that we don't know how to use yet. Again, there's always something hidden behind a waterfall, or most of the time there is. Don't think this is a room we can actually do anything with yet anyway, but it's a pretty cool room. We'll come back here sometime in the future. I think if we check the map, we will actually see... Oh, actually, there isn't anything hidden behind there. But usually you can see a bunch of sneaky hints about secrets on the map. But I guess not this time. That is the dark tomb in there, but that's not the next thing on our list, so we're just going to ignore it. Now we have the ability to use our shield, which means we can just take on quite a few enemies quite a bit easier. A handy sign telling us that danger is that way. Not too important right now. And there are some chilies or hot peppers. And up these ladders we found ourselves another little chest, and that is a second one of that item. These mysteries will all become clear in the, I think, not too distant future. But for now we can ignore that and head down here. So you can see that page, there's nothing we can really do to get to it. Another one of those weird things, but we're just going to cruise past that, use it to our benefit. If you are holding down block, you won't regenerate your stamina very quickly, but if you let go of it, then it means you get a bit of stamina back. You just got to sort of play that game against this turret of outlasting it, making sure you don't get your stamina broken. Now we can go back and grab that chest. A few more coins, and finally we can lower down this thing as well. Head into the well. But before we head down there, we've got another page. And here we have it. So if you seek to increase your power, these items are going to help you along the way. So these are, so far we've come across one attack one, that tooth, 2 HP ones and a potion one. And you can see the sort of hints on the right hand side here. If we go up to a shrine and then press LB, we should be able to see something to do with those items. So we're going to knock down this little shortcut. Head back up to this shrine, well, we don't need to have a little rest because we've not taken a hit. But now when we press LB and bring up our items, we can see all of these and they have costs associated with them. So we're just going to see how many we can upgrade. So even though we don't have one, we can see the next cost would be 150, and that lines up with what we've got in the book here. Now let's get this one, which I think was potion. And we can still afford a HP one. So HP is the first one. You can actually see a difference straight away in the bottom left. The health bar is a little bit bigger. We do still have enough to upgrade that again, so let's go ahead and do that. Potion, we don't know what that does yet, so we'll figure that out as we go. And attack, well, presumably just means we hit harder. And that's all the upgrades we can afford. And all the upgrades we have actually. But before we continue on, I'm going to head into this building here. Nice interesting one, and actually another sneaky little chest. A few more coins. But yeah, this will be something, well, we'll go inside first, see what we've got. Exactly what you'd expect in a windmill, I guess. And then something which, to be honest, is pretty terrifying. Feels like it would kick our ass, but fortunately, it's just a shopkeeper. So we have the ability to buy some more dynamite for 100 or another potion for 300. We did just spend a bunch of coins on other upgrades, so we can't afford that right now. But what way am I going? Is this the right way? No. I want to go back to the map. You can see we're just in there, and those two little dots are sort of indicators on the map for a place where the merchant is. Anyway, that's just a fun little thing I figured it's worth exploring. Now we can head into the well. Unintentionally kicked that skull down there. And beneath the well, we also have a map for that area, so we already know roughly what we're going to be getting. And in here it does, oh sorry, I flicked through a bunch of pages. It does say stun it by blocking to these slorms, a thing that's right in front of me. Pretty terrifying if you don't, but yeah, that's it, exploded. Very normal thing to happen, of course. So before it used to take like 4 hits to kill one of those guys, but now it takes 3. So we've seen the effect of our greater strength, and we have yet another potion one, but can't quite afford that yet. Of course, we're going to have a little adventure behind a waterfall. Just gotta love a game that hides things behind waterfalls. Might as well have a little checkpoint here. And we'll push on. Nice page to read. Let's see what we've got. So this is a map to another area. And so is that. Neither of which we're in. So yeah, they're just going to be something to come back to later. We can sort of use that as a mine and take him out in one go. Well, one go. At the same time, I don't know if there's anything behind this. Oh, of course there is. It's a waterfall. A few more coins. I think that's the only thing then. Yep. Just so satisfying. Don't think there's much else we can do down here. Unfortunately, nothing we can do about that waterfall. So we'll just wade our way back up here and through to the next room. Is this a path back? No, we've got to knock down that thing on the other side first. A couple more of these charming fellas. See if we can yet again use one to explode another. Don't think there's anything down there. Might as well have a little quick check. No. But I think we can have a little step through here. That takes us into this little chest area. Okay, moving onwards. Those are obviously a lot easier to deal with now, with our more powerful hits. And whilst we're here, might as well knock down this shortcut backwards. That's them taking each other out again. But we're just going to well, go back to this map. And there is a little sneaky way up here. You may have seen a chest up the top. Well, actually, no, not this chest. I'm getting it confused with another one further back. But either way, sneaky little path and another effigy. Again, I don't know all the sneaky little paths, so there's a good chance that we're going to miss some, but I'll do my best to remember the ones that I do know. So this is all a bit dark for us to see anything. So we'll just continue on. Just saw a bunch of exclamation marks there in the water, so let's go say hi to those. Lovely little tentacles. Fortunately we can block them, but they're not very friendly. Quite easy to dodge. And we'll just we'll grab that. Also worth noting that you can see little sort of ripples in the water in the places they are at. Oh, didn't mean to get hit by that, obviously. Picked a bit of a weird route, skipped over a little bit there, but we'll head back to that. Ow. I didn't even have to destroy those barrels. Someone else did it for me. So you can see there's a little chest just down below. We're going to go and go down this sneaky path if I can actually find it. Just being an idiot, it was right there all along. And there we have a few more coins. That felt like a sort of secret path looking bit, but it's just a bit dark. This gives us a little route back to the entrance, which, to be fair, wrong button. We could go back there and get another potion upgrade, but we'll hold on to our coins for now. Don't desperately need to rest either. And coincidentally, we've just come across our first, I think it was defense upgrade. Yes, defense. Also completely forgot about this page as well. Just tells you a little bit about, you know, dying. When your health points are out, you'll look a little bit like that. There's some weird spirit stuff that happens. We'll die eventually, obviously. And Garden Knight. You can do it. Just need to be this strong. So yeah, that's a bit more information we skipped over before. Ooh. Those now die in 2 hits as opposed to 3, which is, well, obviously handy. Especially when you've got to deal with a large amount of them like this. So that was 3 more freeze bombs, and we can head through here. You might remember we used to be, or we were above this area, taking on that person a little bit earlier on. And if we head in here, I'll be honest, first playthrough, I definitely missed this. But just walking around this area, you might have seen a little prompt come up. I was not as adventurous back then. There is this little thing here. And I think that was somewhere in our instructions of what to do. Yeah, so Dark Tomb, it's got this little icon here. We're obviously not in the Dark Tomb because we're actually, well, not on the map right now. Just head back outside to the overworld. We're actually over here and the Dark Tomb's there, so either way, you can see we're now emitting a lovely bit of light, which is real convenient because we're in a big dark room. And before we couldn't see this. So yeah, let's have a little adventure through here. Big guy, not so immune to dynamite or sword, but you know, I don't think there's many people who are immune to dynamite. You can see the lantern on our belt there, looking great. We have another page. So this is, well, there we have it, Dark Tomb, Lantern, Under the Well and Beneath the Earth. And then Fortress of the East Vault, or Eastern Vault rather. So yeah, that's another checkpoint to get here. We'll upgrade our defense. Then there's just a couple little things I want to double back for before we continue on, or before we end the part, because we're at about 30 minutes. Was there something sneaky down here? No. Forget where secret paths are. It happens. But if we just have a look at our map here, you can see something a bit weird there, sort of a gap between these two areas that we've not seen. There's also a question mark there. Don't think that's something we'll be able to get right now, but nonetheless, we're going to go back and grab a different little secret. Bit of a counterintuitive one, this next one, so if we just get to the right area on the map, which is here, we can see there is a path somewhere here. No indication of anything, and if we chuck a bomb, nothing happens. However, it's just a little bit simpler than that. Walk up to the wall and hit A. Turns out there was a secret button, and that opens up this pathway, leading us to a little chest. A third piece of a potion, and that all comes together to make a complete one. We can also head across here and grab this other chest. Another coin, which we don't have a use for just yet, but it's good to know. Don't think there's any way down to that original bit. Don't think there's anything we can knock down, but nonetheless, that's a couple more secrets grabbed, or secret chests, and we will continue on. Just have a little rest here because we can. We could afford that. I suppose we might as well get it. We've got the coins after all. The other thing we could have got is we could have gone back to the windmill and grabbed another potion rather than upgrading our potions. Both would have been equally valid things to do. Oh, accidentally rested there again. But just decided to go for the upgrade because it's right here. Now let's head up this ladder. So we're not going to push on any further, but if we get up our map, we can see we're now in the Dark Tomb right here. And there is an exit right there, which we're just going to head outside. And you may have remembered passing by this area a little bit earlier. We're back in the overworld. And right up there. But anyway, that is everything we want to cover this time, as we've hit the sort of magical 30-minute mark. Once again, I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for any future episodes. If you're looking for more videos, then check out my channel. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.